Welcome back to the Garden with Joe and Holly radio show. Happy to have you along. You miss any of those sponsors, check them out at our parent website, thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com. Holly, let's go to the hotline and bring in our guest for this week.
Steve Bartholomew is the son of the late Mel Bartholomew, inventor and developer of the square foot gardening method. He is a major part of the foundation and passionate about the method. Welcome to the program, Steve.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Well,
and happy spring.
Absolutely. Some places sooner than others. Let's start with the very basic. What is the square foot gardening method, and where did your father come up with this ideal?
The idea originated in the late 70s after my dad was a member of a local community garden on Long Island. And within a few months, he realized that the interest was waning quickly as people didn't show up and their gardens were overgrown. And he knew there had to be a better way for the backyard gardener. And he sought out to find that way. And part of that, as an engineer by trade, he realized that the old methods of farming just were not compatible to backyard gardening. And he developed this system of plant spacing and above growing in a bed above the ground. And over the next couple of years, he fine-tuned it. He traveled the country and spoke to gardeners everywhere, including experts. And then out of that was born the square foot gardening method.
And your father being an engineer, I'm guessing his mind never shut off. He was always tweaking it every time he got in the garden.
Well, that was our life with my dad. Yeah. He not just gardening, but everything. He never, his mind never stopped. He was always looking for better ways to do just about anything. So he was an efficiency expert as well as an engineer, and gardening was a passion of his, and he developed this system over a couple of years, like I said, and then in the process wrote the best-selling book, Square Foot Gardening, originally published by Rodale Press in 1981.
Definitely very long running. So what makes the square foot gardening method so universal and used across many different countries and ways of life?
I think the main thing was that square foot gardening is really very simple. There's some core tenets of square foot gardening, and if you follow those, you will be successful. And it was some simple things about plant spacing. He developed like a shirt size. It would be a small, medium, large, and extra large. And plants fell into those categories for the most part. The other most critical thing, I think, was the soil. And so he developed his own soilless mixture over years of experimenting. And so no matter where you lived in the country, no matter where you lived in the world, everyone's soil is different. But if you follow this principle of his Mel's mix, you would have successful gardening, and you never walked on your garden soil.
And for people who are not familiar with the term square foot gardening, let's say you have a 4 by 4 foot square bed. You've got 16 square feet, 16 squares in that bed, and essentially you can have 16 different crops growing in that bed at the same time.
And along with that, you have automatic crop rotation. So right now, our spring garden out in the back is doing quite well. And before long, by mid-July, we'll be putting our summer crops in, and we're already starting them by seed. And yes, it's a very efficient way to garden. There's very little waste. You're conserving your water. You are not worried about your growing soil because you're growing in a raised bed. And the 4x4 was a standard that he developed, but certainly once you start to look at the system and read the book or go to our website, squarefootgardening.org, it's very obvious that you can customize this to fit your benefits.
Fantastic. So now the 4th edition of the Square Foot Gardening Method came out earlier this year. Can you tell us about the newest edition, maybe what people could expect that's different than previous editions, and why they should pick up a copy?
Yeah, this edition is very different than the other editions. I remember in 1981 with the first one, they were all small little drawings and not many, hardly any photographs. It was all in black and white. Uh, Square Foot Gardening is the largest selling gardening book in the world. There's over 3 million copies sold. So that said, there's a lot of people out there that are doing this. And the foundation over the years have been able to put together a library of photographs, testimonials, stories from successful gardeners. The foundation is actively involved in grants programs with schools, with community gardens, and different areas of the world as well. And so we have at our disposal wonderful photographs. Right now, the new book has over 200 new photographs, 30 new illustrations. It's completely updated for today's gardener. People are looking today to do things a little bit differently. They don't have a lot of time on their hands. And it's completely updated with all these new photographs, new charts, and also information that today's gardeners are looking forward to.
Now, with many things, there can be challenges. Are there challenges that people may face with the square foot method, or is it pretty fail-proof?
If you follow the system, it's fail-proof.
Okay.
If you follow the system, it is fail-proof. You do it right. Don't cheap out on things. When we talk about compost, which is the nutrients of the Mel's mix, don't cheap out on compost. Make your own if it's best, but if you have to, make sure you get different types of compost. If you follow the basic core principles of square foot gardening, you will be successful, without a doubt.
Now, you talked about the Mel's mix. What are the key components in that mix that is the key to success for these plants?
There are 3 basic ingredients. First one is, and it's divided into 30% of each, 33% coming up to 100 with 3 things. So you have peat moss. Peat moss is crucial. It's the gold standard for water retention. And also, along with peat moss comes vermiculite. Vermiculite adds a lot of space in between particles in your soil, and vermiculite also is tremendous at retention of water. And then, of course, the third and most important is compost. And compost, we like to have you use 5 different types of compost. And keep in mind, manure is only one type. So you could have a mushroom compost, you could have worm castings, you could have different types of compost that you could buy from the big box stores or your local nurseries. We make our own here because it's easy. We use a lot of kitchen scraps and so forth, and we mix them with our leaves, and we create a great compost bin, and we're turning that over, or mixing it, mashing it, adding water to it, and that's going to create the base for your nutrients. And we found that that's so important that many places in the world where they can't get peat moss or they can't get vermiculite, they're growing in 100% compost. And that seems to be working pretty well for them as well.
Well, for people who have heard of the square foot garden method and heard of your father's name, what type of man was your father? Was he a very humble man? Was he like, I just started this because we needed something different? Or did he really understand the impact that his creation has had on the gardening, not the gardening world in a whole?
Interesting. That's a great question. Now, to answer that, I would have to say, deep down, he knew that this method could change the way people garden. He met an awful lot of resistance early on from the professional gardeners, if you will, saying, "Oh, well, you can't do that," or "You can't do that." And the first thing somebody tells an engineer is, "You can't do that." And they want to know why. And they're going to look for a reason to make it so. So he was able to be successful throughout his career, and he was not going to let a lot of the professional horticultural experts say to him, "Oh, you can't do that." he went out and he proved them wrong. And now, today, I think it's widely regarded as a very successful home organic gardening method, and just selling 3 million books over these last years, kind of an indication that it is a very successful method.
Absolutely. Well, Steve, we greatly appreciate your time. How can people find the 4th edition? How can people find more information about square foot gardening? Where can we go?
Well, the most important thing to get more information, let's start with that first. Go to squarefootgardening.org. That is the foundation's website. You will find everything you need there, including easily accessible buttons to bring you to anything with our blogs, with our YouTube, with videos, with how-tos, with free downloads, also to purchase the book. The book is available at any of your large bookstores, Barnes & Noble, of course, Amazon.com. It's becoming a bestseller. And also, we donate quite a few books to libraries, so check your library. If they don't have it, ask them to get some for you with our new the publisher is, of course, Quarto, and it's done through Cool Springs Press. And the Square Foot Gardening website's probably the best starting place for anybody. There's a lot of information there for you.
Well, Steve, thank you so much, and thank you for the contribution that your late father has given all of us in order to actually be better at gardening than we thought we were.
Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the time, and happy spring, guys.
Absolutely.